Hello, my name is Chandler and I am an ambulatory wheelchair user. Let's take a look at my ride. And today I want to talk about wheelchair repairs. So I had scheduled mine to be repaired around January 19th. It is currently February the 2nd, and I have had a very busy day. I also am currently living in a hospital, which is a whole other thing that I could make a video about. But to keep it short, I have been really missing my wheelchair. I have not been able to access accessible housing since around May of last year, so 2025. That was when I lost consistent, stable housing that had accessibility where I could bring a wheelchair up an apartment floor. I used the elevator and it was ramped, so that was ideal. And now I have no housing. Finally got the wheelchair out of my friend's storage, and the battery had gone dead in the time period between May to January, so which makes sense. That's a long time for it to be off. That being said, though, it took an even longer time to get it scheduled, and I just got off the phone with them today, and tomorrow they will be able to do the change out of the battery, which should hopefully, fingers crossed, get the chair up and moving. It is a power wheelchair with a tilt, so I can actually lean back and recline for when I'm starting to feel dizzy, fatigued, or having back pain. A lot of people are probably confused because I can walk, I can stand, but I cannot do either for a very long period of time. I have postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, and I also have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Both of these things I have been diagnosed with formerly, and then they had to write off via a physical therapist, an occupational therapist, and a PCP. So all of those people together work together to get the chair approved. Now, I wanted to answer some frequently asked questions that I didn't know until going into this process. You can get most things covered by insurance. I was really not sure if the repair would be something in which they would make me pay out of pocket or if it would get covered by insurance, and it did successfully get covered by Medicaid, which I think of the places to have something cover something, Medicaid is one of the hardest ones to get approval for. My apologies for all the doors. I have no sake of control around here. One of the last things that I didn't think about is how long does it take to get it approved from insurance, and then also how long does it take to have the technician come out, both of which it does take a rather long time to do. So if you have any questions about my wheelchair, about how I got it covered under insurance, any of those things, feel free to leave a comment. Also, let's hope that it works tomorrow. I'll probably add that part in just for shits and giggles. There we go. I've got great news. So the wheelchair is fixed, and you get a little receipt for the repair, essentially. And that was cool. So I'm glad that I've only had to have one repair with this wheelchair, and I got it in 2023. And every 5 years you can basically get a new prescription for another wheelchair. So I am very happy with how today has gone. I have rounds today in the hospital, and that will be determining when I can leave to go to partial hospitalization for the program that I am in. If you have any questions about what it was like living in residential for the better part of 2 months, you can feel free to drop them down in the comments below. But overall, this experience has been very healing, and allowed me to kind of check in with myself and get to a better mental headspace, as well as obviously eating a little bit better. So thank you for watching, and feel free to leave a comment down below and like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this.